Respectfully, is that your husband is the least qualified Department of Health and Human Services head that we've had in history.
I do not.
I think that's a very dangerous.
Why is he less qualified than an economist?
I think
How is
that
that
he
possible?
is less
He has spent
qualified.
his career studying toxins, studying people's health, fighting for one guy who was using Roundup for his job.
He has also spread a lot of misinformation, a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, and I think it's just a very dangerous thing. I say it with the utmost respect.
Some of it's good and some of it's not. That's the point.
Listen, we all have different views here.
Yes.
And when you say, misinformation, disinformation, we could go back to COVID when...
He's connecting circumcision to autism.
May I finish?
Please.
When Fauci people were saying when you get the vaccine, you cannot transmit COVID. It will stop COVID. And that was disinformation, misinformation.
We were also still learning about it. It was a novel virus we've never encountered before.
Right.
Because now the doctors will acknowledge that.
And Dr. Fauci has a
at the
medical
time, they were
degree.
censoring Bobby because Bobby said, where's the science to show us this? And there wasn't any. But people attacked him and said, you're wrong.
Hi, my name is Dr. Rubin, and Cheryl Hines is just as good as her husband at cherry-picking information and whataboutisms. In that clip on The View, when the hosts were saying that her husband was spreading a lot of false information about various public health issues, she counters that instead of acknowledging it and states, well, what about the COVID-19 vaccine? There were people saying that it didn't stop transmission, and he questioned it, and it didn't actually do that. Well, the reality is that when the initial vaccine was developed and had a large-scale clinical trial of over 30,000 individuals, the ones who were vaccinated, they were 95% less likely to get infected compared to those who weren't vaccinated, which is very high. So the initial messaging was that it was highly effective at preventing infections. But then the science quickly changed because we realized that the virus mutates very quickly, and there were new variants that were able to escape that original vaccine, like the Delta variant and the Omicron variant, causing a lot of infections. But the vaccine was still effective at reducing infection and also reducing hospitalization and death. And so a lot of the messaging that was happening was changing rapidly, and people were getting confused. It was hard to keep track of everything, but she's cherry picking this, and that has nothing to do with RFK Jr.'s credibility as well. He's still just a lawyer. He's not a scientist. He's not a physician. He is wholly unqualified for the position. He's been slashing career scientists left and right, forcing early retirements. There have been whole agencies that have been cut under his watch. We've had a measles outbreak that is still ongoing, hasn't been completely controlled yet, as an example. And he's been saying all sorts of nonsensical things like cherry picking information to try to